I'm at least 8 years old. Might be a bit older. Did the... So, let me check the notification. Oh, NearBeach is 8 years old. So NearBeach is 8 years old, yes. Not Robotic Head. So, yeah. And hey, Ivanhoe, how are you? I'm just booting up. Fair enough, yep. I have not set anything up yet. Running a bit late. I didn't have a lunch break today and I worked a bit later than I wanted to. Just busy. So yeah. Alright. Okay. Let's just jump straight into it. Welcome everyone. I hope everyone's going well. Start fast or else. Yeah, fair enough. Well, it's taken me 2 minutes 30. 2 minutes 30. All right, I think that's good. Oh, YouTube's saying, oh no, YouTube just updated it just under 2 minutes 30. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Hopefully you're going well. Welcome. I am just setting everything up. So cool, all that is set up. Am I on the right branch? Yes, I am. I'm gonna run npm run watch. I am older than 8 years old. I've been older than 8 years old for about 3 decades, I think. So, yeah, I'm older than 8 years old. All right, so that has loaded up. Let's have a look at the bug. Those aren't that specific bug I wanted to fix. There's one bug which I've been putting off and off for ages. We do need to do the pagination soon. All right, UX, duplicate tasks on a single planner. So this is pretty easy to sort of replicate. I need to put this into... Sorry, I hit the wrong address. Alright. So, in here, we've got a scheduler, we've got my planner. So, if I open up and I go, alright, cool, I'm going to have a task, I'm going to add these 3 tasks to Wednesday, which is today. We go add object again, I'm on Wednesday. I can re-add in, let's say, this one particular task, and now we've got a duplicate. Which we kind of don't want in there. So yeah, we've got to handle it. So one thing which we're going to do is on the Wednesday, if we click on task, not show any of those 3. So yeah, let's start doing that. So that's, if I go into here, reset canvas, I'm going to, oh, forgot to set up my iPad. Oops. I dropped the old hard drive. That one's all ruined anyway, so I'm not doing any more damage. Also, everything is on my NAS now, which is nice. Alright, continue. Update. Alright, cool. Updating that. Bear with me. So, potential solution 1. Need a little bit more space. All right, what we're going to do is remove the option. of adding objects that already exist. That day. So, if we were to add an object, let's say we're on Thursday, everything's fine. The top one, the ads are just hit. So, I'll come back with the explanation in a little bit. Alright, cool. Hopefully everyone's going well. We have Socks here today. She is lying down next to her bed, not on her bed. Yes, you are. Has Twitch updated on this? Let's have a look. Live, stream manager. Yes. All right, cool. That's running. Yeah, I'm still setting up the stream. I forgot to set up the iPad. So it's my video feedback. I will eventually probably get new monitors and stuff like that, but not at the moment. Yeah. Been thinking of getting two ultra wides stacked. That would be pretty cool. So yeah. All right. YouTube's still going well. That's good. And give the cat treats. All right. Yes, I can do that. Not a problem. We'll go into this screen for a second, just because moving the camera sometimes makes people a bit ill, which is perfectly fine. And we'll go into the secret screens, the ads. And hey, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Socks will definitely enjoy the treats. Okay. In your bed. She knows these words. Oh, you're trying to flash everyone, Socks. In your bed. Come on, in your bed, in your bed properly. Come on. You know what to do. We've done this 100 times. There you go. There you go, sweetie. You got one more. I should also update my webcam, hopefully sometime soon. Alright. There you go. And how are you going, Jav? Hopefully you're going well. Socks does appreciate the treats. She's now sniffing to see if there's any more. Alright, so before the ads rudely interrupted us, solution one is, for example, if we're on Thursday, we don't want task 2 to appear. On Friday, we want all tasks to appear because they don't exist there. On Wednesday, none will appear. Good, just chilling. Oh, that's good to hear. So, yeah, we are going to try and fix this bug, which I've been putting off for ages. And I'm like, you know what? It's going to be a good thing to do this. Got a molar surgery today, so I'm on sick leave. Oh, nice. Also, ouch. I'm assuming a lot of pain. But at least you got the day off. I mean, gotta look at the positives. So, it's been a while. Oh, and Socks runs away. Alright, cool. Time to put the camera back up here. I will, yeah, I'll one day update this camera. Alright, so it's been a while since I've done this. So this is part of the planner, which is part of my plan. Yep, there it goes. So we've got my planner, which renders everything else out, which is draggable. All right, cool. There's not that many components to this particular one, if memory serves me correctly. So yeah, confirm user job, delete. So for example, someone clicks on this, a modal appears and you just go yes. New planner object, that's quite literally this. and you just got the trash can, which is actually not a component, it's a composable. Okay, so I need to get data from down here and all that fine jazz. So I'm just gonna open this up. I'm gonna hit refresh because we're also looking at the Vuex. And one of the solutions that I was thinking of is using Vuex because essentially that's just a centralized location where I can analyze all the data very easily and send down what is required. So with this, we have got no data. Hang on. Destination documentations. I don't think we did anything with this, which is fine. We'll jump onto the down here. We've got the My Planner. We've got the date array, which is just these particular dates. It only does 7 days in advance, and the idea is you're only doing short-term planning on this. And then you got the object data, which is coming from upstream. Okay, cool. So that's the props, but and then we got the draggables, which will have the data. All right. Now the thing is, props are read-only. So if I start moving stuff around, none of this is changing. We actually keep that data somewhere else. And I'm just currently looking for that. A good way to find it is, let's have a look at the code. So, quick way, go down to mounted, this store commit, update URLs. All right, that's basic sort of Vuex sort of stuff we're doing. So that just spreads around the system what the root URL is and what the static URL is. That's required for a number of different reasons. We get the date for today, and then we set up everything and we're happy. All right. And then what we do is we've got draggables. In data array. All right, cool. That's just setting up everything like that. And then I'm going to see what happens when we move it. All right, cool. So we get the to and from. We get the user job ID from the data set, so the data attributes on the elements themselves. We send that to the back end. New element, this dot data array. Oh, we split them up. Oh, data array. So I'm just going to click on the components, My Planner. We've got the data array. So yeah, there's the data. There's the date for everything. But if we open it up, we've got data in there. Oh, all right. Now, how can I access that data? All right, so there's 2 ways we can do it. So if we're going to tackle this one first, we're going to have a look at this. So we've got the component, the My Planner, and then we've got over here new. I'm just going to say new object and confirm delete object. Like so. Now, one way we could do is we can send that data down into my object, and we'll have access to that data, and we can sort of crunch that data down here, and it's down one component. That should be perfectly fine. We won't be sending data up So that is nice. The other way, which I'm going to do in green, is we can send it up into VueJS. I can't spell. I can't spell at all. VueJS. And that can send it down too. But also, at the same time, you can get this to do a bunch of different calculations and so forth like that. So, yeah. Now, as I'm thinking about this also, if, let's say I pick task and jumps on, and then I select those and I'm like, oh, wait, no, I want to do Thursday. I'm going to have to unselect those because I'll be hiding stuff and making stuff appear, and I don't want another method of someone adding something in. There's other things I could do. I could ignore that in specific cases, but yeah, I want to keep the code as clean and as simple as possible. All right, doing that up there and then moving that down there. All right. Now, the other thing, I've got to think about this too, is we've got to handle, we've got to handle it. So let's, task 2 is here. Let's say we move task 2 over here and it already exists over there. We've got to stop this from happening and have the user prompt. Task already exists on that day. I'm just wondering what will be the easy way to actually achieve that one too, because either one here, the blue or the green, is pretty easy to do. And we're not going to be expanding the this a lot more than what we've got here. So justifying the extra complexities for the VueJS is it's not worth it. I mean, the complexities are very low bar. They're extremely low. If we were talking, here's the ground, there's the bar, and here you are. So it's not going to be hard. However, just passing down the prop so I can have it access to it, it's just going to be easy considering it's one way. This, all of a sudden, if we were to, let's say we've got data and we've got to send it back upstream and stuff like that, I would be like, yeah, with that complexity is over that, the VueJS bar, it's time to implement the VueJS. So, yeah. All right. So if I'm moving this over here, where do I start learning Python? Well, we recommend Free Code Camp. All right, so you don't need to sign in. You can just go menu curriculum straight away. I know that little menu is actually hidden behind all the chat and stuff like that. And you can go down here and data visualization certificates. Oh wait, wrong one. Scientific computer with Python certificates and stuff like that. However, that being said, it depends what you want to learn and what you want to do. So, because Python is such a large language, if we were to go over here and have random data array, Python is really an umbrella of a language. So you've got web dev, which is what I'm doing. You've got scientific study stuff over here. You've got data analysis. You've got AI. It's such a broad thing that you want to learn game development. Ooh, all right. I do know a regular has come in before and talked about a Python library before, and I forgot what library they're using, sorry. However, there's a bit of some tutorials. I do believe these ones are relatively free. Oh yeah. Cool, yeah. I'm not an expert in game development or anything like that. I don't know anything about game development, but I would give that a shot. So, yeah. Oh. Yeah, anyway. Welcome. Yeah, we're just building web stuff. So, yeah. Alright, getting back into this. So, if I were to move this to here, and I wanted to stop it, that would actually be on the My Planner side of things. So, if we were going back to my diagram, which I forgot where I put, currently, if we were to look at this blue line here, the difficulty of that is quite low because it's just one way street of data. It automatically updates and stuff like that. I'm going to implement that. Now, once again, if I needed to bring the data from the lower object up, that line would move all the way up here because it just gets confusing, and then we would use the brown line. Or if we needed to do more sort of logic, where we need to collect information from different places and stuff like that, then yeah, we would need to do a lot more work. And then having the VueJS there would be a lot better. So, yeah, in this little case, I'm just going to send it down. So, we've got the new planner object, and what I want to do is, what do we call it? Data array. I want to implement a prop in here called data array also. So, down here with the props, I'm just going to go data array. Default, it's going to be an array. Sorry, not default, type. It's going to be an array. Brain fart right there, then and then. Return just an empty array. Alright, so there we've got it. So on the My Planner, what we've got to do is we've got to go up here. So the new planning object wizard, and then we go vbind. Now, and then we've got data array equals just data array. Oh, data array we're calling it. Alright, no, let's keep it consistent. Data array. So now we've got it down here. So if we wait a fraction of a second, I'm going to hit reload. I'm going to bring our components back over. So we've got the My Planner, everything's happy, we've got the draggable, and then we've got the new object wizard, and we've got this date array. So in here, we can sort of get to that data really easily, and we can actually query that data. Now, we're not going to need to manipulate it, we just need it as read only. So yeah, no mutations required. And I'm getting distracted with the cube again. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to see how we can do that. So I'm going to go new object, I'm going to pick tasks, and we're going to have a look at this day. So we've got the day model, and we've got it matching up. And as you see, it has actually got a bunch of data from the backend. So if I change that to projects, you'll see the object selection, object results goes down into one, and that's a project. And if we go into tasks, we've got object filtered results. Ooh, even better, we've got a filtered on this. Great, because that's what I was going to create. And now I can exclude them, which is nice. Okay, give me a couple of seconds. Sorry, I'm getting distracted with this cube. Alright. And then I am going to do that, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to call that a day, put it over there. And we're going to mess up the 4x4 for when the ads come. Okay. So, we've got a filtered array. We just need to exclude this data now, which is great news. So, cool. Object filtered results equals object results filtered, return load, lowercase excludes. All right, cool. So that's the search term model. I'm just wondering, how long have you been working on this site? 8 years. However, that being said, there's some little caveats to that. So, 8 years ago, so back in, nearly going to write 1997. God, I can't even fathom this. 2017. God. 2017 was when I uploaded NearBeach for the first time. But it was more of a learning project. And the idea was I was learning as much. I'd known programming at that particular point. I had used C and C++ and a bit of Python at that particular point to sort of do my day job as a data scientist. However, and I was also in IT. However, I wanted to get out of it. So I used this as a learning project to sort of upskill myself into sort of web development. I was also learning a bit of WordPress and this and that. And then in 2019, I became a web dev. Officially. So, web dev. Yay! Then in 2020 August, I was using NearBeach and I was kind of like, you know what? It's clunky, it doesn't work, I know what the problem is, there's too much tech debt, it's going to be great. So what I did was I deleted 95% of the code. And I made a mistake. That should have been 100% of the code. And I've been I've rewritten it. I've gotten it back to that point which I like, and now I'm just implementing new features and stuff like that. So the My Planner is actually a new feature. So yeah, we'll be implementing OAuth hopefully in the next couple of months. So I've got a lot to read up on, so forth like that. So NearBeach is going to feel like it's suddenly ground to a halt with the development. It's just because I'm focusing on one thing that I've got to learn up. I've got to upskill on. So yeah. And then how I'm going to show you. I got a tablet. So I'm gonna scroll down and be like, hello. Smiley face. I can even draw faces. There you go. So yeah, I cheat. It was $50 and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it because sometimes drawing out what you're trying to say helps a lot. Even if it's little like diagrams like the stick figure and 3 lines on the ground, 3 lines and stuff like that. So yeah, it helps. Okay, so I'm just wondering, when we fetch the data, object model, use as chosen object, tell the form that we're searching, now Axios, and then is searching false, search term model equals nothing. That does trigger this straight away. Alright, cool. Visual learner, yeah. And drawing out does sort of help. So yeah, I don't have it on me right now, but for Christmas, I got myself a Kindle Scribe, which also gets used essentially nearly every single day for me at the moment. So this is like me writing down. I'm not as neat as that. Me writing down all my notes and stuff like that. Like I used to buy a lot of notepads and just write notes and stuff like that. When I finish something, I fold it up, put it on the ground. I used to actually have a massive pile of notes next to me. Yeah, this has saved me quite a lot of paper. So yeah. Anyway, getting back into this will trigger. The search term model will trigger because we've just cleared it out up here. So this will trigger. So if the search term is nothing, search term is null, then we make sure the results are all of that. We need a function here to exclude anything that already exists, and this is where we'll put it in here. I do the weights. All right. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna stand. I haven't stood today. I can stand. All right. And for those on YouTube, the on Twitch, I have little rewards and stuff like that. Someone has redeemed the weights. So, yeah. Who sucks? I'm gonna skirt around you. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I need to make these heavier. Yes, gains. But yeah, I can easily do that. So yeah, I think it's time to make those heavier. Alright, let's get back into it. So, somewhere in here, we need to modify this. And this only gets triggered in particular cases. Alright, so if we were to go back here, I've just remembered something. So we bump that to the right. It only ever gets triggered when we write something down here. And we need it to be triggered also when the dates are running. So we need a common method, which is fine. So I'm just double checking. Yeah, these are watched. Method. Apply search filters. I think that's a good enough name. The method name should really be telling you what it's doing and stuff like that. I'm terrible at this. Absolutely terrible. Alright, so not get filtered. Get filtered results. I think it's good enough. Alright, so I'm gonna scroll back down here. That's from 52 to 65, that will be 13 plus 1 is 14. We can do that. So every single time we change that, we're saying, hey, run that particular thing. We can paste this into here. Yeah, that way we've got a watch on it. So, yeah. We'll hit this. And then what I want to do. Oh, ad break. Okay, cool. For those on YouTube, I run ads every 30 minutes on Twitch. The idea being if you jump on Twitch, you won't get any pre-rolled ads. So, yeah. And a lot of people on Twitch can't see this at the moment, so what I do is I run ad time. However, on YouTube, you don't get ads. So, yeah. There are some Twitch people who don't get ads for numerous reasons. So, yeah. All right. 4x4. Let's do this. So that side's going to be blue, that side's going to be green. All right, so already mucked that up. That was meant to be like that. Okay, orange is going to be on. All right. Okay, so we've got all the centers done now. What we need to do is the edge middles, or middle edges, or however you want to say that. All right. I think, yeah, there we go. It has passed. Welcome back, everyone. All right, cool. So what we're going to do is we will have a method here. So what we want to do is we want to get a list and remove any of the objects that exist on this day. To check the search terms. To check the search terms and apply search terms onto the filtered array. Now, one other thing which I've got to do. So I want to test this when we've got nothing in there. So we're going to move that to the left. Hey, socks. I'm just wondering how I can test this. I'm going to cheat. Like so. Alright. We're going to compile it in. I'm cheating just because I want to play around with stuff in the console. So we'll just jump onto the console. We'll hit refresh. We'll open up new object. We'll select, let's say, task. Now that didn't activate. Yeah, sucks. That should have done a console log. Am I not building? No, I am building. Get filters results. Yep, no. I know why, because I'd never hit that line. Alright, socks. Did you want up? Is that what you want? Yeah, okay. There we go, sweetie. Alright, going back into here, I'm just going to hit refresh. We're going to hit add object. We're going to go, alright, task. Am I... All right. Cool. So I've got it in here. So temp0.filter, and we're going to pass through an R, and we're just going to go return R dot, and very much similar to this code down here, we're just going to go R dot title includes. We're just going to write null. All right. So null doesn't work. But that does. So yeah, we still need that if statement up at the top. And that's perfectly fine. So what we're going to do is we're not going to modify the data, I don't think. So const object results equals this dot object results dot filter. Once again, we're passing through a row. And at the moment, we'll return true. And we'll fix this up in a minute. We also need to get the data from today. All right, so if I jump over into here, we'll open up this data. I'm just going to hit enter because I wanted to see the data array and stuff like that. If we open it up, we've got a location ID and we've got a destination. So, now, okay, I'm going to go const. We have... This is where I'm planning this out. So we've got the date array, so I'm just gonna call it date. However, inside it, we don't have the date array, we've actually got data. So I'm just gonna call it data equals this dot date array, where we're getting this dot date, not the date part of the date itself. Alright, sorry, I got socks licking my hand. I'll just scroll up. Day model. Alright. So we'll get that. So we get the date array, and then we want the data from that. Okay, because we're going to use it to filter in here. And we get that data outside of this because this will loop through. It's just more efficient that way. And then what we want to do is we want to go const count of already existing object. Already existing equals. So we've got the data dot filter. This is where we'll need another row. Row object. And in here, what we want is return. We've got two conditions. Condition 1 equals where row dot, this is where we go back here, we have a look at this sort of data. I'm gonna have to move my mouse. So in here, we've got the object, so we've got the end date, we've got the location ID and the destination, or object type and location ID. Okay. So And welcome, Gopa. Yeah, I've been using Vue for a long time now. All right, and I like to just put it in the lowercase just in case. It shouldn't be uppercase or whatever, anything like that. And then condition 2 equals row, and this will be the location ID. Gotta double check that it is the location underscore ID. Yep. Equals a row object. Got location ID. We've got to pass ints because sometimes these get turned into string. Like so. So we have our two conditions and both of them have to be met. So we've got to return condition 1 and condition 2. And then up here, match the object results to those already existing on today. All right. And then down here, we just go length like so, and then we return if the count of existing that equals 0. Only return if there are no objects on today. So yeah, that should do that. And then what we want to do, if the search bar is empty, we don't do anything. Right, easy done. And that will actually return the object results. This one. And then down here, it returns those results. So I'm going to get rid of this. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to go filter the object results and exclude any objects that already exist on today. So that's what we're doing. So we've just done that. Now, we didn't hit this condition when we actually cleared the results down here initially. So if we have a look here, hang on. Let's save links, wrong one. No, watch object. Watch object, yeah, no, this is it. So this technically didn't change anything. So there is a way around that. And what I'm doing, search model, is I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here. And we're just going to wait for it to compile. There we go. And I don't know why I didn't even hit F1. Okay. So if I go console, I go add object, I go task. Ooh, all right, so yeah, that's definitely working because we broke it already. Type error, this dot data array, this model is undefined. All right. No worry, go over here. Oh. I've got to apply some stuff. All right, I don't like this. I don't like this at all. If I were to change this model, I would have it so it would contain the row it's on and the value, of course. Not a problem. We can fix this. we click on here, we know the value is going to be day model, and we're passing it through. We've got the list of days in here. So there's our day model. We should have list of days. Now that's automatically generated as we have a look over here. We've got the list of days. If we open them up, we've got the label and the value. Ah, we're already using that. Damn it. All right. And okay, so this is one of those limitations where I've got to filter that other. I don't like it. However, there's always going to be 7 days in the future, so filtering it is going to be very fast. I just don't like it. Because I'm wondering if you're doing something like, all right, so what I've got to do to fix this problem is I've actually got to filter this data array for that particular date to get to this data. That is not ideal at all, but very plausible. Now, the one problem is if I'm doing that already in somewhere else to do this, work around this limitation, because I can't pass through any extra data into this day model. The idea is when I actually change this date or initialize it, we actually set an index, a day model index somewhere. And then every single time we change this, we just update that with the correct updated value. However, I don't think we're doing that anywhere else. And I'm going to have a quick look. So we've got the data array here. We're going through, in fact, tell you what. There it is. And we're only doing it on there. All right. So what we're doing is we're doing that date. Then we grab the first one and we process the data out. And that's it. That's annoying. Yeah. However, there's only 7 in there. It's always gonna have one, and if it's it shouldn't be undefined, because unless someone mucks around with something, it'll just crash. And it looks like there we go. So if we go into add object, let's go task. It's crashed again. And thank you very much for the follow, Admiral Quinton. Welcome up, and I do hope you are enjoying my content. So yeah, welcome. All right. Row.object type is undefined. All right, so we're down here. Row.object type. All right, not a problem. So the row will be part of the object result. So if I actually go over in here, this is where we double check everything and make sure socks doesn't sit on the bloody mouse again. We click on this and we go object results, open it up. We don't have, yeah, we've got destination. Yeah, easy mistake. That will compile in a fraction of a second. Hit reload. Gonna open up this, gonna choose task again, boom. Now we don't have 2 in there. If we do Thursday, that didn't do anything. Probably because I haven't added a watch on that. Not a problem. We go back into here, we go down. Be careful, socks. Your tail is swishing and swirling. And you almost made me click something I didn't want to click. So day model. And what we're planning to do is essentially just this, get filtered results. That's it. Waiting a few seconds, gonna hit refresh, gonna hit object. We're gonna pick tasks. So on today, yeah, there's no task, we can't add those tasks in. Thursday, oh, didn't change. Oh no, it did change. Sorry, my bad. The reason being is I've had that spread out like that. So if we go new object task, today nothing will show up, and we'll put in a little thing being like no results. There's some results, there's some results, and then boom, no results. And if we move this one over here, we go add object. Cool, adds it in. Cool, adds it in. Now there was a bug there, and I'm so glad I spotted that. So if we have a look at Wednesday, we've got none there. If I move that in and then click on this, notice how nothing happens. We need to add a watch onto the prop itself. So the data, sorry, oh, can I? I'm doing pretty good. Thank you very much, Admiral. How are you doing? We are finally getting this bug fixed. So it's just, should have fixed it a long time ago. Yeah, data array. Ooh. Can I watch props? Oh, that's good to hear. Oh, sorry, this is... Yeah, we can watch the props. Then why isn't it coming up with data array when I... Oh. Alright. Just working on my website and my games at the same time. Oh, nice. Do you stream? Alright, so we've got that, we've compiled that, so I'm just watching for a console log up here now. Got nothing, but I think I know why. So VueJS, watch array of objects. The idea is, I think you need the deep watching. So VueJS 3 deep watch. Oh, fair enough. It is a good, it's good to sort of advertise what you're doing. It's a great sort of way to show people that you're working on something, stuff like that. For example, no one would know about NearBeach if I didn't start streaming. So, yeah. Alright, gave you a follow just for when you start streaming. So, yeah. New question, old question. Deep watches. Alright, handle up. That's it. That's how you do it again. Yep, this doesn't become a function, this then becomes an array. I am... get filtered results. Cool. We'll just do it like that. we're not using those, so I'm going to cull them out. So that's how we handle it. Now, what the deep is doing is it's actually going deep into the objects and stuff like that. Once again, there's only 7, so we don't have to worry about performance or anything like that. We're actually just watching for all of this changing in here. And if it changes, it will flag it, and then we'll start doing that, those changes. So we're not hitting the console log. I'm gonna write the console log in here. There was a change. And I'm double checking that I haven't spelled anything wrong, which always happens with me. How long you been working on the project? 8 years. However, once again, we went through this just before, earlier in the stream. So I've got the images up. So back in 2007, ignore the data array, sorry, that was just a base. Back in 2007, January 2007, that's when I first uploaded NearBeach as a learning sort of project. So I was learning with it to sort of jump into web dev. I'd known programming as a data scientist. From that particular point, I became a web dev. Back in 2020, I realized that I learned quite a lot, and there was a lot of tech debt and all that kind of stuff. So it deleted 95% of the code, should delete 100%, and yeah, we've got it back up to parity. Start of. Well, we got pretty much most of what we wanted in for the 30 branch, which was a massive bug fix sort of situation where we crunched everything. And now we're on the 31st branch where we're developing everything. So, yeah. So I'm making a project management system. So yeah, it's a website. You'll be able to actually install it yourself because it's open source. There's no licensing or anything like that. And you can self-host. And yeah, the idea is to help manage your project. So it's a web application or website if you really want to. So yeah, the open source Jira, yeah, pretty much. So yeah, one day I'll get there. All right, cool, there was a change. And then when I moved this, there was a change. Sweet, we're getting that working now. So, if I have another look for another console log, oh, I got rid of it, that's why nothing was appearing. So if I add an object, let's go task for the first one. Notice how we've got 2 in there, and then I close this. If I were to move these into here, and then open up, those would remove, and then if I move one of those, it'll add in. So we've just fixed that bug. You know, all right, it looks like I got rid of that console. I'll add break in, and don't forget to drop, everyone, exclamation point, drop, followed by your favorite emoji. I'm doing Lily. So yeah, congrats Ivanhoe for getting the target. So yep. Alright, so we've just tackled this from one way. The next way is when someone moves something onto it. Oh, and another way is if I tick this and I go on to another date or another date, it still stays ticked. So we've got to untick everything when all of this changes. So an easy way to do that is to do it when we make any changes. So get filter results. All right, remove any ticked objects as, oh no. We don't want it there because if someone starts searching for something, we don't want that to disappear. We only want it in specific cases. So when the date model changes, ticked not items, objects. This will be object model. I think it's... Let me double check that. So we got that one ticked. Object model. Ah, that's that up there. No, we don't want that. Link model. Alright, cool. Easy done. Ooh, sorry, the ads have just started. Alright. I'm assuming you get ads. So yeah, you might have turbo, in which case you'll be here, or you might be in a country where Twitch isn't bringing out ads or anything like that. It is that time of year too that not many ads are sort of done, which is quite fun. And my God, my monitor's shaking like there's no tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm not having an earthquake here. I am just shaking my whole entire setup. So yeah, I will eventually update the this. So yeah, I better click on that just in case. That is being All right, cool. So we're gonna continue with the cube for a little bit, like so. Okay. So like glue down there. Okay. Alright, how are we with the ads? There we go, we're done. Welcome back, everyone. Alright, to ask your question, or answer your question, when are you planning to release the project? So, technically, NearBeach is released at the moment. It is technically in alpha, and I have my reason why it's in alpha at the moment, and why I haven't decided to be like, it's stable enough, and so forth like that. So, let's do this, because my current alright, so we've got alpha, we've got beta, and we've got release. Okay, cool. And test coverage. Okay, at the moment, I actually have these numbers. So at the moment, with our test coverage, we've got about 74% for the back end, 35% for the front end. What I kind of want to do is, I want to bring up, I'm going to put back end over here and front end over here, is I want the alpha to be less than that at the moment, and the beta the only reason why I'm saying it's in alpha is because I don't have high enough confidence to be like, all right, this is definitely going to work for everyone. So yeah, where can you find it? So we have a marketing site. We also have some instructions. Yeah. So yeah, at the moment, we support Docker and Podman There is still an old way of how to actually, if you know how to do Django and how to do systematic Django, we still enable that, but we're not supporting it as much. So yeah. Yeah, documentation is very important for any open source sort of software. If someone were to come through and even see me develop on it, but have no documentation on how to actually deploy it themselves, they're not going to really spend that much time deploying it. Which is why we spent a while actually working on the self-hosting, because in reality this can take 5 to 10 minutes to sort of go through and get this up and running. This is assuming you've already got Docker installed or Podman. So yeah. And we do have a Discord where if you find any bugs or you need help with it, or just you want feature requests, you can ask. So there are stuff in NearBeach, there's quite a lot of stuff in NearBeach that has been a feature request. My middle mouse button works eventually, there it goes. So having the swim lanes or the levels collapse and expand and actually save in that state was a feature request. Having the number in there, how many objects are in there, was a feature request. In fact, clicking anywhere on the bar was a recent feature request because someone on mobile had issues. And I was like, all right, we can do that. Yeah, there's a lot of other things. Someone came in one day and was like, yeah, you need to go, or like this notice when I move it around, there's like a little blue thing. Someone was like, yeah, we need that to appear. When you move a card into blocked, a note will appear asking for why it's blocked. You can ignore it, and that's fine. It's an optional note. So yeah, all of those have been feature requests, and that's just for this. So yeah, and I just realized, oh yeah, that still works with the. Yep. All right. Cool. So I was looking at something, wondering if it will break it, but no, it still works. Cool. So going with the next thing, if we drag a card over here and it already exists, we want the user to be like notified, being like, we're not going to move that card already exists there. We're not going to remove the card because it looks like we're deleting something. So rejecting that move and then notifying the user, hey, that card already exists, is the best plan of action there. All right, and the best way to do that is on the on end. That won't be part of this. That will be up here. We're going to go to that implementation. Oh, I like that emoji, the pizza time, pineapple on pizza. Love it. Absolutely love it. And I wish it beat Nightbot. All right, on end. So we got the end. We're going through. We've got the. These are just shorthand variables. So the idea being, we don't want to go event to, event from, event, all this sort of information, and have to write it all in here. So yeah. Pineapple pizza, one of the best creations humanity can offer. I will agree. As an Australian, I will agree. So I do love my pineapple on pizza. However, I haven't had it on pizza a lot because, now I'm not a vegetarian, but I just don't eat much meat. So usually when I do have pizza, it's always vegetarian pizza. I haven't come across vegetarian pizza. Pizza with pineapple. Okay, pineapple, veggie, loves, crust. The simple. Alright, cool. You know what? I'm going to keep a better eye out. Vegetarian Hawaiian pizza. How does that work? Okay, they're using fake ham. Alright, no, I see it. Vegan ham. Alright, cool. No, understandable. I might make that. Alright, going in here. So on event drop, we need to stop it at one particular point. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go console log ul. Right, and the reason being we're doing that is I want to see what data I have access to. That's all. In fact, console log event. There we go. That shouldn't take too long to compile. There we go. And then I'm bumping this back to the left, and we're just moving that across. In the console log, we've got this here, so we've got the class. We do have the date in there. All right. Even better. And do we have the user job ID? Okay, so I feel like I need to actually get more data in here. So what we're going to do is we're going to scroll all the way up to the top, and we're going to scroll down to here. So we've got the template items, we've got the div, we've got the vbind data user job ID. And then I'm just going to vbind data. Now I'm going to go object type. Ooh. I'm going to go object type. Oh, I don't know what the element is going to be, so I'm just going to scroll up here. Data array. So we're just going to have a look in here. I'm going to open up this. All right, this is initialized. Yeah, yes, socks. So in here, we've got the element and user job ID. Never Hawaiian pizza, shawarma pizza is the best. I don't know what that one is. Ooh. I don't eat chicken. So yeah, chicken's one of those meats I don't eat. There's a lot of things I don't eat meat-wise, so yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I don't eat lobster or octopus. You can blame The Simpsons for lobster. Octopus, they're just too smart for me. I feel guilty eating them. Yeah. For day and index. Day, index. Oh wait, that's day. Okay, so that's making all of them. It might help if I actually open up one. Okay, user job ID. All right, cool. So in here, yeah, we've got object type and location ID. So I'm going to go object type. I'm going to go vbind data location ID equals element dot location ID. So we're adding those as data attributes onto the object itself, so we can access them easily without having to filter out data and all that kind of fun stuff. It's just there on the page, not hurting anyone, not causing any issues. So we can go const object type equals event.item.data set.object type. And then const, we have location ID equals event.item.data set.location ID. And what we need to do, check to make sure the object does not already exist in final location. So what we got to do is a bit of twofold. So we're not going to worry about this read-only data. That's this list of days that we've got. I'll probably actually... Sorry, I've lost the plot a little bit. I'm just gonna refresh. I'm in the wrong level. All right. Data rate. This is the one we want. And Trigger, how are you going? Morning. Welcome back. Things are going good. Today we're just fixing a bug that I've been putting off for ages. I finally had the inspiration to be like, oh no, I know how to fix it. I'm going to do this properly. So yeah, we're going through that. Still struggling with the OAuth, but that's just me having to read documentation, just me being really tired off stream and stuff like that, not being able to read the documentation. I think Monday's stream was a complete write-off. So yeah, that was a very hot day with a very tired me. I slept on the couch and the aircon because it was that hot. I don't have aircon in my bedroom, not yet. Hopefully soon, once I start paying this place off a little bit more. Yeah, I learned a little bit. So, yeah. Alright, waits time. We've just had our ads, so, yep, alright, cool. I'm pretty sure we just had our ads. Oh yeah, 17 minutes next ad spray. Alright, cool. Let's go to secret screen. Let's do these weights. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. And thank you very much, Admiral. Anyway, getting back into this. Check to make sure the object doesn't exist in the final location. So we'll have to filter for the final location. Yeah, so we'll have to get one of these. Which we can do very quick. Just notice typo. Variables. Thank you. Thank you. There'll be a lot of typos. Another typo I have is this. And my brain can never see it. Alright, so we've got to filter for this and get that bit of data. So, what we want to do... So, yeah. Way too many times for me. So, I need to go... what I want to do... Const... Location data. Oh, what's a good word? Destination data. Equals this dot, and this will be part of data array. Dot filter where we've got the row, and we've got the row dot. What did we call it? It was just going to be date equals row dot date. Not row dot date. Sorry. Row. No. Day model. Oh no, that's where I. New element. I need that bit of data. Alright, so this gives us the destination. And we've got to key in the word data at the end. 0.data. And then object exists, destination data. What does the exclamation drop do? It's a little game. So if you do exclamation point drop followed by your favorite emoji, I'm doing shocked max, you should appear as a little dropped character. There is a little timeout, so I think it's a 5-minute timeout. But yeah, you'll be able to drop your little character in, and they'll be able to drop down. And Max got 89.79. It's rigged. I know. So yeah, it's a little fun game you guys can play. So we're gonna filter. Now we're doing this one as a separate sort of thing. We can actually combine this into one line. We might do that in a bit, but we're going to go step by step first. So we've got const condition 1, where now this is where I've got to double check the data. So I've got to open up this. This will be object type and location ID, where row.object type equals object type, and const condition 2, if I can spell it, row dot location ID, can't type, equals location ID, and then we're going to return where condition 1 and condition 2. And then what we've got to do is grab the length, where the length is greater than 0, and then we'll add in our if statement and stuff like that. So, to make this into 1, get rid of that, we do the filter. Adding that in. That's not needed. Because if I do that, and then what we got to do, object exists. So, if object exists, we're doing a bunch of things. Notify the user, and do nothing. Right? And one way to notify the user is through a simple toast. So what we can do is this $store.dispatch. So we're dispatching a new toast. We then want the header to be like object already exists. And then we want message. Sorry, the object type already exists on, and this is where we want the day. This will be blah, blah, blah. Where's our day? We did do this before, and we're just gonna paste it in. And then we want extra classes is going to be background point or background info. All right, it's just a bit of info. It's been like, hey, listen, there's no mistake or anything like that. It just, hey, it's okay. The delay will be 2 seconds. We won't need any extra other things. We're happy with that. All the defaults for that is done, and then we just do nothing, and then we know this. It gets done. All right, let's have a look. We got 3 errors. Unexpected somewhere. Oh, did I get error in here? No. Ah, yeah, yep. There's the error. Use the best. I'm not too fair. I'm one of those people who I use Visual Studio at work because I've got a bunch of old .NET projects. Sure, I've used Visual Studio Code. I definitely use PyCharm. I definitely use Rider for any open source stuff. But full disclosure for those wondering why I'm using it. So JetBrains has a free license for those who do open source. However, that being said, it's only for those open source projects. So yeah. Anything that I do paid-wise, I'm actually either using Visual Studio at work. Soon we'll get some licenses, which will be great, and then I can use it for work. Or either Visual Studio Code. So, yeah. But I've used a bunch. I've even used OmniVim for a while. However, I don't think they've done anything to it for such a long time. I think it's dead. So, yeah. Yeah. Ah, well. Why did it? It's because I clicked on the thing. Education benefit, like everything, sorry. Yes! So yeah, that's another thing. If you're in education, it's free. If you've got a startup that's younger than 5 years, it's 50% off. If you're a not-for-profit, I keep forgetting what the not-for-profit ones. Special discounts ranging from 25 to 50% off commercial pricing, depending on the business model. And so forth like that. So yeah, they do actually have some really good deals out there. The only reason why I'm mentioning this is because yes, I do get it for free, but that's because of the open source license. So yeah, if you think. All right, cool. So console, we move that here. That's perfectly fine. We move all of that around. Let's add in on Wednesday, the last task. I'm going to bump this off to the right. Nothing happened. All right. Also, GitHub Pro for free with the education program. Nice, nice. I know we get the teams for free because of not-for-profit. Yeah. All right, so something didn't work over here. So what I'm going to do, I am, like all good people, going to comment out the code for a little bit. This is fine. I'm going to shove in a console log, object exists. Like so. And I'm going to try and figure it out. Now, all right, I am actually going to do that. There's a reason why I'm doing it like that, so I can read it. Make it my own website, Quentin. let's have a look. I've done this on the wrong screen. Alright, nice. You've got a bit of background stuff. Alright. You've got a bit of a problem here. So I'm assuming it's meant to be like that when that pops out like that. Okay. A couple of seconds. Sidebar. Let's have a look. What do you have to display as? All right. Hang on. No, that won't work. No, that definitely doesn't work. All right. Oh, an ad. Oh, all right. Cool. Sorry. There you go. Alright, we've almost finished the 4x4. And no headlights. And we got socks. Okay, yes, sweetie. Oh, really? Did you want to say hi to chat? Oh, be careful, be careful. You want to say something? No, she doesn't. She's very, very shy whenever she's about to say something. And you're back. All right, we've still got about 20 seconds left of ads, according to the Twitch notification. So, yep, shouldn't take too long. So, yeah. All right, 4 seconds. And welcome back, everyone. Yeah, it's this time of year. Essentially, you might get one ad, 30 seconds of ads, even though I scheduled it for like a minute 30 every half an hour. So yeah, it's, no one wants to buy things in January. Or well, we're now in February. All right, socks, you know what time it is. Ivanhoe has decided to give you treats again. And hey ho, Kiek Sak, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. Any bit. Oh, don't just spin around. Yeah, stay. Oh. You're doing great. Oh, that's great to hear. Surprised Max doesn't come running. He probably doesn't know that. Oh, there you are. Hey, buddy. You can say your name and you come running. Next. Socks. And hi, Bob. 2468 10 98 76 5. How are you doing? I mean, it's just for mature, just because I swear a lot. I'm Australian. Otherwise, yeah, it's fine. There's nothing adulty happening on here. So yeah. What were you saying about? All right, cool. That's fine. Swearing's fine. All right, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I just put that on because of the swearing, so I don't get in trouble. Now, yeah, you just have this nav bar. By default, it's out. Because if we refresh the page, it's out and it looks kind of weird on tablet. I mean, having it come out like this is perfectly fine. I do the exact same thing, except you can't see that. So yeah, I do the exact same thing. However, by default, my menu's sort of like that. My recommendation is if you're going to do something like that, have it like that. By default, just because, yeah, it is covering, if someone was on a tablet or something like that, it'll be covering part of the text. good sort of explanation. Let's go and that's an iPhone. I can't read. iPad. All right. I've only got the smaller iPads. Yeah, something like that. And also some of this is hiding under there. So what you want to do, oh, not that. So you kind of want the div content to essentially have the same margin. Let's margin left. So that way it sits like that. So it isn't getting covered by that. And yeah, it's just playing around with it. Otherwise, I haven't gone to any other pages on it. All right, you got your, cool, yeah. A little trick I do. No, I didn't want that. I wanted, just wait. No, I remember it now. Is go to sort of design sites and stuff like that. Oh, this might not be it. It doesn't matter. The same sort of concept sits. And have a look at how people are designing their sites. Be like, all right, cool, that looks cool. I like that sort of how that's laid out and stuff like that. You've also got stuff like tail blocks. Now this is mainly for Tailwind CSS. However, where did you do the margin left? I would have to show you. So I think I did the margin left on, I think I did it on the content. So yeah, you can go to stuff like tail blocks, have a look at what their sort of design, and you don't have to nick it for them. And oh, don't you dare jump off, you're getting old, sweetie. You're almost 11. There we go. And be like, all right, cool. I like how this is set up. I like how they have done this, and just have a look at how they've done it. And the good thing about Tailwind is even if you're not using Tailwind, it's still good to look at these because you can actually look at the classes and be like, all right, cool, leading relaxed, margin bottom 8. So they've added 8, margin bottom 8, I don't know, margin bottom 2.2 rem and stuff like that. So yeah, just shop around. And I've done some terrible designs in the past. Don't be ashamed of them. We all learn and grow. I mean, it took me forever to actually do this is my personal site, and it took me ages to be like, all right, cool, and set a lot of design and stuff like that, and sort of figure stuff out. I mean, it's not the best. But NearBeach.org, this one I took a lot longer to design. And I'm no designer. I had a lot of feedback from other people rather rapidly to have them to be like, no, that looks horrible. So, yeah. The cat looks fluffy. She is fluffy. She's more fluff than cat. So, yeah. Her name sucks. So, yeah. And here she is. There we go. And to answer your question, what we're doing, we're actually fixing a bug today. So I've been building a project management system, which is open source, called NearBeach. And what we're actually doing is we're fixing a bug where we can have duplicate tasks on the same day, which is not what we want. So we're currently fixing that bug up. So yeah, we've been meaning to fix it for a long time. Like when did I create this bug? 9 months ago. A baby could have been born in that time. Alright, so Going here, object exists. We're doing that. We're gonna click on this. I'm gonna bring this to the left. And I'm gonna move this down here. So we've got object a list array. And we've got length 1. I'm gonna store that as that. And then we've got the data. Okay. And then what I want to do is I want to filter. Oh, I think I know. Yeah, no, I know why. So these particular conditions, what actually needs to happen is we need to go to lowercase. Like so. And we need to pass int around these because it's not guaranteed that they are going to be. And this is just a problem with JavaScript because types are very loose, and in fact, really just very, very loose. Sometimes what you think will be an int is actually a string. And because nowadays we have to use these 3 equal signs, the checks on type also at the same time, and yeah, we've just got to pass these through and be very verbose about it, or verbose about it. That's a long time for the bug to be there. Yes. It's been one of those bugs that in reality is not affecting anyone. If someone does it, it's as simple as them being like, oh, I've just put it on to one day. That's fine. I'll just delete the extra one. So, yeah. Alright, cool. So that is done. We can then, don't you dare sit on the keyboard, Missy. We can do that. So I'm pretty sure that should work now. Just got to make sure it compiles. Just going to hit refresh. We don't need that in there anymore. Oh, I needed to move that one there. Oh, I've done it from, not to. Alright. No, I've done it to. Alright, hang on. Gonna hop off for now. Thanks for the help. We'll look at it. See you later. Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, Admiral, for coming by, and yeah, good luck with it. So console log new element. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna wait for it to compile. I'm gonna hit refresh. We're going to move it from here to here. Sorry, task already exists on this particular date. That's not true. That's not true. New element. All right. Have I messed this up? We're gonna refresh again. We're gonna move this down to here. Hang on. All right, so new element. This should be compiled by now. Gonna double check, gonna do it again. So we're moving this from the 5th to the 6th. We're showing the 6th date for the new element. That is fine. Alright, something in here is broken. So what I'm going to do bang this out once again. We're just going to go and comment it. Perfectly fine. What we want to do, console log, object exists, like so. And we're just going to wait for it to compile. We're doing this step by step. So we're refreshing, and because I'm going to be lazy, we're not going to be making any changes. It's just going to be like that. All right, so I'm going to hit refresh. We should have compiled. Can move this to here. So object exists. I'm going to right-hand click, store. So there we go. We've got this day 6. All right, so temp0.data. We've got an array on that particular day. Oh, and we're automatically, ooh. Anyway, thank you very much, Bob, for coming by, and I hope to see you sometime soon. Okay, so what's actually happening is we're dropping in the thing in there. It already exists in there instantly. Because, yeah, we make the change happen straight away. Okay. I didn't realize it was that quick. Scrolling up, I'm gonna have a look. User job ID, yep, class ghost, job date, yep. 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 And then on end. All right. Give me, I just want to see if there's a fail event. Oh, sorry. Because yeah, if we return, we go back to here and we return, so it still appears there. I don't know if there's a fail event. Don't need nested. Sortable. Fail option. Or fail operator. Option. Bug. Soft method doesn't work if there's children. Not able to drag and drop. List item not... Stop drag. Or cancel drag. There we go. Cancel drop. How to cancel drop on end. Alright, cool. So I'm using to use sort of socks. Alright. Bring a tail away from my mouse. No, go on the keyboard. You know you constantly close things and cause trouble. I'm trying to use sortable with that. I want to prevent changing DOM by sortable. Is there any way to cancel drop on end? You can't cancel drop on end statement because the element was dropped. You can try to pass disabled property to false when you don't want the drop in other statements, like on add. Alright, cool. We can do this. So what we want to do is you can pass disable property to false if you don't want the drop in other statements like on add. All right. Good before import, before match. Transition, toggle. I have a feeling I've done something like this before. Equals. Insert before. Before input equals. Alright, cool. We're just going to create this. See what actually happens. So that's going to be at the start, before input. Cool. So what they're doing, insert before, but we don't have an insert. Hang on, I might be reading. I first plan to use. View drag a bull, how to cancel drop. Alright. Is there a way to have some conditions to check on a drop event and then abort the process? This is what we want. I know we can test on move, but I would also like to have some code test the drop event and disallow it rather than message the data coming. Yep. In reality, I'm looking for a way to transfer the incoming data. I'm dragging from a simple list to a large, more rich list, but yep, all right, cool. One, you can use filter or draggable options from sortable read that docs, possibly to clone on entering the list. It'll have, yeah, all right. For anyone else looking for a simple solution, an easy solution to handle sectors is to use the group options, namely you can perform an arbitrary checks in the put callback. Oh. All right. Form data input, key down, load. Yeah, I don't think any of that would do anything. I'm just seeing what happens if we do return false here. Don't think that'll do anything. The other thing is we can look elsewhere where we've got these components draggable. Alright, so in here we've got the at end, we don't have anything else, that's perfectly fine. Draggable, at change, send property list up. Yeah, that's fine. That's what we're working on. And yeah, that's what we're working on. So I haven't actually done this before. Alright. To drag elements from one list to another, both lists must have the same group value. You can also define whether lists can give away, give and keep a copy clone and receive elements. String name, group name, poll. All right, cool. Let's have a look at this one. So we've got the create foo. All right. That's the problem. It's by card itself. Let's use complex logic. So sortable, create, foo group, animation 100, create bar, group bar, function, to from. Okay. If it's greater than 2, we don't put anything in. Okay. Anyway, I did my thing. Just gonna refresh. Yeah, it's not gonna do what I want it to do. Anyway, I am terribly sorry. I need to go to the bathroom. I will be back, and I know there's an ad break coming up. So yeah, I won't be long. Alright, I'm back. Terribly sorry about that. Welcome back, everyone. Okay. So, that didn't work. Oh, we're just hitting that break. I am terribly sorry. Alright. That was not well timed. Okay, let's go into here. Let's do this, let's do that. Let's go down here. Let's bump that up to there. Let's bump that up to there. Let's do that. Let's do that. And let's do that. All right. Oh, really? Knocked that up a couple of times, haven't I? All right, cool. We've done that, we've done that, we've done that, and then we've done that, and then we do that. Man, I've been taking forever on this one. All right, Sox wants to say hi. She's like, sup? Whoop. Just knocked a bottle off my thing. I'm gonna turn the fan on. Okay, we should be 18 seconds. All right. See how it sucks. If you like that, you're like, nope. You're like, all right. Butt scratches are fine. Butt scratches are fine. Yes. Okay, and everyone should be back. Welcome back, everyone. All right. So we're gonna go. No. Okay, so we're going to go back to this. This one. So, namely, you can perform arbitrary checks in the put callback. All right. This does, at least for me, the to and from all the wrappers, not the elements. Yeah. Alright. I don't know how to get to the group. So we go into the sortable. Sortable will create. Is that oh, group objects. Hang on a minute. How it's set up. All right. I don't think this will work. At all. Alright, I'm going to make an assumption that compiled. Yeah, it didn't. Alright. Not a problem. Group name, yeah. And that's all the sortable sort of stuff. Alright, it's been closed too. Okay. For anyone else looking, an easy solution beyond handling sectors is to use group options. Namely, you can perform arbitrary checks. Yeah, but how do I... Alright. Function required default. Great, isn't it? Solution for this: provide a way to clone elements entering in Draggable. Propose on props, copy on add-on, type function, required false, default, original, return original. Alright, cool. So, if we go up here, I'm just having a look at what we can get to. Not much. I mean, we can actually do this using data. That shouldn't be an issue. Okay. We're gonna go back. We're gonna how to cancel a drag. Really got to fix this middle mouse button. For some strange reason, it's clicking and middle clicking at the same time. All right. How to cancel a dragging option in VueDraggable programmatically. So when dragging, if current drag element is over a fixed non-movable element, it should do some checking to find the closest available element to swap with. All right. We don't want to do any of that. So handle draggable. Oh, hang on. No. No. All right. I don't think that will work, but we're gonna try. No. Alright. Alright. That won't work. Draggable won't work. Draggable on move. Voila. Ah, no answers. I should have just had a look. Want to cancel drag if HTTP request that is triggered on the move event fails. I've tried returning false as per documentation here. On end. Element dragging is ended. Element is alright, cool. Yeah, that just didn't work. Anyway, if I get rid of this, go down to on end, and we're just going to go return false straight away. Unless I just returned. Oh. Alright. Hang on. No, it built. Return false. It should take about the same. 445. 470. Yep. See? Alright. On cancel a drag if the HTTP request that is triggered on the @move event fails. I've tried returning false as per the document here, but the item is not returned to the initial position. Hook to cancel drag operations. Oh. The move event will be removed and replaced with by move props. Move type function required false. Default null. If not null, the function will be called in a similar way. Alright, cool. Let's have a look. Oh. Oh. I'm just putting it there. Alright, that should take, yep, fraction of a second to do. Yep, no. Okay. All right. I'm just going to return false straight away. We need function. All right, move. And I don't know if we'll have... I don't know if we have access to the event. If we do, we can then grab the information we need and run with it. So we've got draggable, we do it on here, move, check move, methods, check move. All right, cool. Function event, yeah, cool. Hopefully this works. This was set in 9 years ago. Jesus, a lot of the internet is getting very old. Boom. That's what we wanted. All right, and we got access to the event. All right, I like that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Element OP. We actually put it here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to delete these two. We're going to paste those in. We're going to delete that one. Get object data. I'm going to get rid of that. What we're going to do, get rid of that return. Get rid of that. Going to do all of that. Going to do it like that. Alright, and then we're going to paste it in like that. Alright. Okay. Oh. Oh, we still need to do the toast. So yeah, if it's if the object exists, yeah, we still got to do the toasts. So that's why we're doing the check, and then we just return the, yeah, it's just that easy. All right, so that should now work. So I'm just waiting a little while. I'm going to hit refresh. Oh, event.item. Hang on. Oh, don't we have access to the item? Alright, no problem. We'll find it. Okay, so going down with this one, we're just going to store that as a global sort of thing. We're going to go clear the page. So we've got temp0. And if we open up temp0, we've got the dragged. We've got the from. We've got the to. So what we want, event, I think the item is just meant to be the dragged. Like so. All right, easy done. And then we're gonna refresh. Oh, new elm is not defined. Oh, that's easy. What we're going to do, we're going to copy these 3 lines. We're just going to paste them up here. Old elm, not needed. User job ID. Not needed. So we just needed that. Oh, all right. That's an easy fix. You guys probably can't see it, but you see a bunch of blue behind the chat. Oh, I nearly hit the fan then. Essentially, that's just us constantly spamming the toasts. We don't want to do that. So, yeah. Now, I don't want to do this calculation every single time. It is quite fast, but the screen is flickering. There's no way to cache this for a couple of seconds, is there? All right. So, easy way to do this, what we do is we leave the delay out, we do unique type equal, that's just going to be move planar card. That's something as simple as that. It's just a unique name. We wait a couple of seconds, we hit refresh, and then when we move this, it does flicker in and out. Time to say goodbye. Have a good rest of the stream. Thank you very much, Ivanhoe. And you had fun today. So yeah, thank you. And that one will move there perfectly fine. That one will move there perfectly fine. That one will move back perfectly fine. This one won't. Now that hasn't disappeared. So I am going to actually say the delay is actually going to be 750. Still hasn't disappeared, so 750. Maybe 750. Yes, socks. All right, I like that. It is doing a lot of calculations all at once when you're dragging it. I don't like that fact. This is why I wanted to do it on the drop. Yeah. Yes, socks. So I'm going to test something. Actually, no. Just going to go back here on the move function. I know, sweetie. I know. Yes, I know. I want to cancel the drag on drop, but end function does not provide reverting an item, and the move prop is being called many times. How can I do that? Urgent required find fix. No. All right. So yeah, at the moment this will actually do, but yeah, in theory, if someone were to drop it, it'll be perfectly fine for that to pop up then. Having this on the move kind of warns the person and does stop them from moving the whole thing. So yeah, it's just, all right, to make sure we have no console logs. Yes, all right, so I'm happy with all of that. Oh wow, we only edited 2 files. Bug fix. Paste that in. Push that up. We're going to put this on the latest version, which will be the 61 release. We're going to have a quick look at the 61 release. I think a lot of these I'll be moving off to the 62. Search objects, yeah, that's 62. Alright, so the reason why I'm moving them off is I need to do a little bit more work with them. That's all with the pagination type stuff and how I'm going to actually apply that and actually do that or implement that. So yeah, yeah, I got to figure that one out. And oh yeah, we fixed 17 issues last month. It's pretty good, pretty good. Just wondering if there's any quick bug fixes I can do. Otherwise, I think we actually have a look at the GitHub. If you do a compare, we do have a feature, we do have a bug, and I do want to get that feature out. So yeah, if I get one little tiny bug in, it'll be nice. Not a problem. We will start with the npm run. Oh, sorry, npm audit. Ooh, npm audit fix. All right, cool. npm run prod. Why does my keyboard? Oh yeah, it's because I'm on that. Give me a couple of seconds. There we go. Yeah, this will take a little while. There we go, with 2 warnings. Warnings are usually because the NearBeach, the minimum NearBeach file size is quite large. We will eventually fix that up. I think a lot of it is because of Bootstrap. And there's a lot of Bootstrap sort of stuff in there, but that's fine. So what we want to do, we've done that, and then we want to npm run e2e. Now we know that there's going to be a couple of errors. That's because our fixture, our database has moved quite away from our fixtures. However, I know what the issue is. I'm just going to accept it. So yeah, knowing full well that in reality it'll work. Alright, going through here. Oh, socks. Oh, yes, little cat bit. Okay. So, open up this, failed 49, RSC information. Oh. Alright. So we're going to go here. Go to page. What? Alright. Just hit an ad. Alright, cool. Got socks giving me a little bath. Yep. Oh, sweetie, like everyone. Is she gonna? Yeah, she is. There we go. Oh, I'm getting a little bath. Oh. All right, cool. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. We're definitely gonna do this. We're doing this. We're doing this. And then we're doing this and this and this and this. And then we're doing this. And when our ads are almost over, but none of you want me to stop with the ads because that means socks will stop licking me. I've mucked up the cube. So yeah, okay. I'm getting a thorough clean here, people. This is what I got to deal with at work, you know. How's the ads going? About 17 seconds left of the ad break. So, yep. All right. 2, 1. All right. Welcome back, everyone. So we've got a bunch of problems. We're finding out. So this is the admin trying to reach RFC1. Apparently there was an issue. We're just going to open up this. We're going to go network. We're going to go reload. We do have a 500 issue, and that is simply because there's an image on that page and I don't have my Minio running. That's it. So what we're going to do is we're going to rerun the end-to-end results. We should see a drastic drop in number of errors. There should only be Firefox errors. And thank you very much, Thu666 for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. All right, we're going through. Oops, sucks. Careful. Come here. Come on. There you go. Shoulder. Shoulder. No. No, you don't want to sit on my shoulder. Oh. She's like, no, I want to sit on the keyboard. No. No, you can't sit on the keyboard. She's like, no, I'm struggling to. No. No, go just. Whoa. All right. She does what she wants to do sometimes. All right, fail 31. So, the admin notification, we know why that failed. It's because I deleted it. All these other Firefox ones, apart from, admin notification, they're because of Tiny Mouse popping up an error, because we don't see it in any other browser. I'm not too worried about it. And these are just like, they run, expect not to have any sort of issues or stuff like that. Page not found at notification 1. Oh, yeah, no, that's of course, sorry, that is that particular thing. Yeah, we're just getting console warnings, and that's it. But it only happens on Firefox. Git status, git add, git commit, release 0.31. Oh, I keep 60 something. Now, I've got to double check this because I've been doing a couple of releases. 12 days ago. Oh, I should have done a security release. Oh. Alright. I've got this wrong. It's not 61. This is for 60. Okay, no problem. All right, now we go to the web browser. How did I do that? New features. Bug fixes. Gonna do the bug fixes first, but then the new features. So if we have a look into here, implementation of the ability to edit scripts. Yeah, that's it. Great pull request. Now we've got to go to Circle CI. Double check that nothing is breaking, because if it is, I'm going to be like, all right, cool, what is breaking? Let's fix that up, and so forth like that. Oh, we got a failed. What failed? So we're gonna fail. Not a problem. I am failed the front-end unit tests. That's it. We're just failing that for the moment, and we're gonna run npm run unit test. And we're going to find out what failed, and then we're going to fix it. Now the unit tests do take a little while to run even on my computer. These are just going to get a lot worse as the years go on. Doing a release is going to take the time to the point that I'm not. It's just one of those things. I just got to go for it. Yes. Okay. All right, we got one error. We've been able to replicate it. Scrolling all the way up to the top. And unhandled errors. VueJS caught one unhandled error during test run. This might cause false positive tests, resulting in unhandled error. All right, cool. Cannot read the properties of undefined reading data. Ooh, new planning object wizard. All right, easy done. Because we've got a new prop, we haven't actually hydrated that prop in the tests. We haven't given it some testy water. That was a pun. That was a terrible, terrible pun. So what I'm going to do, an easy way to do this is you go here, you actually open up, yeah, I don't know, we've still got the old, actually we can just do it from my planner. New planner object wizard. Cannot read properties of undefined reading data. Yeah, we definitely data in here. All right, cool. So under my planner, what we've got is we need data array. What you do is you hit edit, you go copy, go over here, you add in a new line, you go date array equals, and you paste that in. Oh, sorry, socks. I need to sort of work. I'm trying to remember how this actually works fully. Let me try and find another place where I've got props. Oh, not equals. Sorry, it's an object. There we go. Now, in this sort of case, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to prettify this JSON. All right, we're going to go over here. We're going to go pretty JSON gonna pick the top one. We're just gonna be like, all right, cool, paste that in. Here we go, copy. Whoa, socks. You know not to do. You know not to do that. Freaking like shove my mouse halfway across the screen. All right. I just realized this is meant to be full space with the tabs. Make pretty. We're gonna grab all of this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, I need to get this right. So 1, 2, 3, yep. There we go. All right. So yeah, we just got that data in there, and then that should pass everything. Test fails. All right, cool. Test in new planner object wizard. Doesn't mean that file itself, but while it was running. All right. So we've got other undefined data. So what we're going to do is we're going to run in another tab npm run watch. We're just going to fix this one test. And if it isn't fixable in the test itself, it means that it's found a bug. Which is fine. We'll just fix the bug. We find out, all right, cool, it's because of this particular thing. Oh, I hate when that happens. All right, so we've got my planner open. We add a new object. We're like, all right, cool. We got to refresh the page. We could close this. We could open up this. We could refresh the page. We've got new object over here. What we're going to do is we're going to go tasks, and we're going to essentially find out what objects that we need in the props. So we've got the new planner wizard. So we've got the data array with the props. We've got the data. So it's just the data array. It's just the props. All right, I'm just gonna cancel and rerun this. So yeah, that should be sending data down. And then everything else. Oh, I think I know why. Because we don't have any, we might need escape conditions. Or null checkers. Or something like that. Yeah, I think I know why. And I can find you guys the line. The exact line. So, don't sit on the keyboard. No. Alright, so under source JavaScript components, what you want to do is open up my planner. You want to open up this particular one. We're going straight down to the source. So what we're going to be searching for is data array. Sorry, date array. So what we're doing is we're filtering this, and then I think it's because it can't get this. But that doesn't make sense because can't read properties of undefined. Reading data. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, because the day model doesn't exist. All right, we need to set the day model. No problem. We'll set to this day. To be doing all that. All right, props. And Mercenary Mage, how are you going? Welcome, welcome everyone. Hope you're going well. We have Socks here today. I'm actually here, so I don't need that. We have Socks here today, and thank you very much, Fit Life Gamer, for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. So, yeah. Blue Dog, True Hero? Yes, damn right. So, yeah. Yeah. She's been okay tonight. She's only tried sitting on my mouse 10 times. So, yeah. Assistant, more like... What's the opposite to assist? Desistant. So, yep. She likes flicking my mouse whenever I'm drawing, or something like that, so I draw some weird characters. So, yeah. So, yeah. How are you going? How's your stream? How goes the game building? Manager, yes, okay, thank you very much, Grims. That is correct. She is my manager. She manages me. Alright, so that didn't work. Alright. I know how to do this. We're gonna have to be a bit verbose in this code. A little bit better. Stream was fun. Oh, that's great to hear. Got to run. Have a great night. Yep, thank you very much for the raid, Mercenary Mage. So, yeah, you have a great night. Oh, yeah. Thank you, first time viewer looking to enjoy and learn. Well, welcome, welcome. Alright, I'll do a little spiel. Welcome, I'm Robotic Head. I'm working on an open source project management system. So if you like building a game, building a website, or anything like that, and you need help managing that project, you can use NearBeach. It's open source and it's free, and you can self-host it. What can it do? Let me take my glasses off because my hair is actually getting, what's left of my hair is getting in my eyes. I need a haircut. You can collect basic organization and customer details. You can have a Kanban board. You can gather user requirements and break them down into requirement items. You can then do connect them to projects and tasks and assign them to people. And then when you're ready for deployment, you can do requests for changes for those who actually do requests for changes. So yeah, today we're working on the planner. So we implemented the ability, so if you accidentally move a card, and you can't actually see this, sorry, give me 2 seconds. If you move a card onto a place which already had, let's say this task is duplicated on Thursday too. On Thursday, it pops up with a little warning being like, hey, you can't drop that there, and you won't be able to drop it there. So we've done that. Now, in doing that, we've actually created a issue with our unit tests, and there's one of two things we can do. One, we can go to the unit tests and fix them up. So, or we can go to the code and sort of fix it up so the unit tests run. We're going to do the latter. So yeah, seems very convenient for sure. Yeah, thank you. So yeah, I've been working on it for 8 years. However, that being said, back in August 2020, I deleted 95% of the code. I should have deleted 100% of the code. We only kept the models. I should have deleted those models. And yeah, built it from the ground back up again. And the main reason is because I had learnt a lot. It was also getting out of sort of weird sort of scope changes. Yeah, let's just say it's a lot better now. So how would I fix this unit test? So what's actually happening is it's coming here, and we're filtering the data array, so an array full of data, essentially, by something by the day model value. And the problem is that day model value isn't set properly in the unit test, or hasn't been set in the unit tests. Now, in reality, if we can write an edge case which actually tests for this. So what we want to do is we want to get rid of I think that we can actually do a check here. So I'm just doing a check, data equals an empty array. Now that won't work, so we've got to make it let. And I do believe that fixes that issue. So the one reason why I didn't fix it in the unit test, even though it's extremely unlikely for, in real life, for this day model to not actually be there, or for this not to return anything with a day model, because the day model will only be on certain sort of days, it is still plausible for that to actually happen. And it failed. All right, let's, doesn't mean to throw it at it. Now, cannot read properties of undefined reading data. All right. So we've got data, but because it's now, we've claimed it as an object, not an undefined. Or is it? All right, hang on. I can write this better. We're getting rid of that. Check to make sure if there is data. Ah, come on. Hang on. Const data array. It's going to be that. No, I'm just going to get rid of that. Oops, equals 0. Alright. Is greater than that, then data equals data array first one dot data. Alright. Cool. Now we're going over here, we're folding our fingers crossed. I can probably see this not working. Oh, passed. Alright, sweet. So yeah, what we're doing is we're just grabbing the data now. We did have this all in one line, it didn't like it. It's kind of correct. In a sense, if someone had come in, sort of fiddled with the front end, the values in the front end, changed this around, they're going to get an error. And we don't want that. So in this sort of case, we're like, all right, cool, we're going to handle for that error. So let data equal nothing. And then, hey, if the data array has something in it, we want to grab the, we want to override data with the data array's first instance of data. So, yeah. That looks like that has worked. I'm now happy with that. We do have to do a little bit of testing now. So I'm gonna quit this, npm run, oh, we got watch running anyway. I'm starting the Python journey, should have been learned, but there's no time like the present. Yeah, do it now. So I learned Python, so I was a data scientist a long time ago. Back in 2014, I started noticing that Python was becoming a thing in the data science area. I then moved into IT, but that's where I learnt Python, and I learnt it to actually sort of do my job in an automatic way, because through Python and Selenium, I could get it to press buttons that I wanted it to press. So yeah, Garuda. Oh, there's a lot to learn though. There's still a lot of Python for me to learn. So the good thing about Python, and I was talking about this earlier tonight, I gotta fix my middle mouse button, is it's an umbrella. So you got some science stuff over here, you got some data analysis, you got some AI, you got some web dev, you got this and that. It does a lot of things, which is great. So yeah. I know web dev, not so much the data analysis anymore, a little bit. Like I've used pandas, but haven't dug down into data in a while. Yeah, I do miss it. I will one day probably go back and relearn quite a lot of the stuff. So yeah. Anyway, so we should have everything booting up. So we just want to click on this. So the idea is, let's click on task. Let's go Wednesday. We're showing two tasks. We're showing task 8 and task 9. Task 2 won't show up here because it's already on the Wednesday. If we go to Thursday, task 2 will show up because task 9 and 8 are there. And Friday, that all works. All right, cool. So if I go back to, let's say Wednesday. So we've got those two tasks. I move that one away and I pop this open, boom. Task 2 reappears there. So that's what we've been doing tonight. So yeah. And then we can add that back in. And then if we move this over here, yeah, it says we can't. And that's perfectly fine. That's perfect. And then we can move it over there. All right, sweet. And then, all right. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to stop this. I want to go remove static, hit status, hit add. Yeah, I want to add both. Do I do my own QA? Yes, I do my own QA. However, there are a couple of people who are using NearBeach. I do get bug reports in our Discord. Sorry. So yeah, and if you want to play around with NearBeach, the source code's on GitHub. We have. Let me go through the usual sort of thing. On our marketing page, we actually have a quick, how to get it up and running on your local sort of Docker. If you've got Docker installed on your computer, you can get this up within 5 to 10 minutes pretty easily. We also have documentation. And yeah, and I also have other socials too. So I don't think Blue Sky's on there yet, but you can find me on Blue Sky. It's the same sort of name. So yeah, the idea being is NearBeach is not as feature complete as something like Jira, but we're trying to make it as simple as possible. We're trying to make it so that people can actually install it and run it locally. We've also fixed up quite a lot of issues with the dev environment, so people can now do a git clone and boot up a dev environment within a minute or two, which is nice to do. So yeah, a couple of years ago, I think back in October 22, I watched a couple of streamers use it and realized that yeah, it wasn't as easy as I thought it was. So yeah, it was like Jira 5.0. Jira 5.0. What version of Jira are we on? I don't know. I didn't realize there were versions of Jira. Anyway, ad time. For those who don't get ads for a number of reasons, for example, you might be on YouTube, or you might have Twitch Turbo, or you might be in a country without any ads, which is quite plausible, or Twitch just doesn't run ads sometimes. Yeah, during the ad break we'll be doing this. That's just because, well, we run ads every half an hour so people don't get ads when they actually join the channel. This is to help with that. So, yeah. During this time, I usually solve a Rubik's Cube or something like that. I do have one right here. I've got a 3x3 or a 4x4. We're just going to do the 3x3 at the moment. So I'm just, oh, I broke it already. Sorry, once every now and then a piece will pop out. I probably put it in the wrong way. So, let's see. Okay, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. I'm going to put this back onto chat. Cheating detected. Was just saying there better. Ah, okay, yep, cheers, thank you, thank you. It is very simple compared to Jira, and I am trying to keep it like that. And yes, I can tell. Actually, no, I lie. I did put it on correctly. There we go. I did put it in correctly, and I can tell because I've got the cross on the top with the 2 layers. And then I should be able to finish this off pretty quickly. I'm thinking that the ads have finished by now. I'm usually quite good with the timing. Yep, ads are finished. There we go. Alright, welcome back everyone. Alright, so we're going to do a git commit. Oops, I'm trying to type in chat. Fix to the unit test issue was there could be a case. Oh, I'm going to have to compile this again. npm run prod. Because we made changes to the JavaScript. And yeah. Okay, git status, git add. We've only got those changes to the my planner, and then just the higher up NearBeach one. I don't know why the NearBeach one is. All right, cool. npm. Sorry, git commit fix to my planner. Issue was unit tests. Code could have an undefined variable cause multiple issues. And we're just going to git push. Alright, so that gets pushed up. We're going to jump over here. Now, this is the one we actually stopped earlier. We're going to edit this because we're just going to copy that. We're going to jump over here. It'll actually be quicker to do it here. npm run unit test. Because the unit test that failed, I just want to double check everything's running perfectly fine. So, yeah. It takes about 5 minutes to do this on CircleCI. It'll be a lot quicker here. So, all right. Just doing the Rubik's Cube very quickly. Sorry, this bit, I do understand this bit's a bit boring. This is part of the dev life cycle sometimes. You just gotta wait for the loading bars to load. Alright, pass. Alright, git quit. Cool, we're going over here. This one, we know failed. It's fine. We're gonna go into develop. The next one will run perfectly fine. This will be fine. The unit tests, I do believe for the backend, we're running perfectly fine. One way to check, jump into a prior one. Even though this one failed, we look at the unit tests for the backend, they ran perfectly fine. There's not going to be any change. So we're going to go into the pull request. We're going to do, actually it's easy just to sometimes do this. I didn't come up with the, oh, all right, pull requests. Hang on. Brain fart moment. There we go. Gonna change onto the right branch. We're gonna go into the pull requests. Get a new pull request from... I didn't do it. From develop into main. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're making those changes. So create pull request. We're gonna override that. We're gonna paste that in. We're gonna hit create pull request. So a lot of this I'm actually happy with. The deep source stuff. I'm just gonna check the deep source stuff. So for those wondering what deep source is, it's to check for code smells. I am going to quickly actually do this very quickly. You guys get to look at Socks's back of the head as she manages me. Alright, cool. I've got to be careful because I've had a couple of sites give out my phone number, which is really annoying. Looking at you, LinkedIn. So we've done this, the issues 16. Yeah, that's fine at the moment. A couple of those we can get rid of. Bad static method detected. Yeah, we can fix up those another day. At 16 is fine. They're not 16 new introduced. We've had a few in there for a while now. So I'm gonna click on this. I'm gonna merge. I'm gonna confirm merge. I know what files have changed. Alright, cool. So let's do a release. So we're going to create a new release. We're going to bump this in. We have 0.31, yep, .60. Okay. 40 more to we're over 100, which could happen sooner than we realize, especially if we go back into probably a release every 5 days approximately. So yeah, I've never had real tests, just poking at C++ trying to slowly learn, but each of those tests must be gigantic if they're not done in sub-millisecond time. Remember, this is JavaScript, bit slower than C++. There's just a lot of them for the tests, and also on Circle CI, it's not the most powerful machine out there. Remember, I'm just using one VM, one CPU, shared CPU on these particular things. So yeah, it does take a little while. Oh, this is the one that failed before. So yeah, that's why. And some of these tests are, they're literally opening things up, it's processing data and making sure I don't get any issues. So yeah. Where was I? I was releasing stuff. So yep, release 3160. I can't believe we're up into the 60s now. So yeah, that's great news. So that is now released. That will actually take about half an hour to release. So what's actually happening now, we'll talk about GitHub Actions. I built some GitHub Actions into NearBeach's repository, and what actually happens is, first it actually sends the data, the NearBeach application to PyPI, which is the Python repository. That's what's happening right now. And then the next step, I definitely won't cancel that workflow, is deploying the static files. Now, this is the reason why it takes so long to deploy, because it can take up to half an hour to do it. And once that's done, there'll be a Docker build, which takes a couple of minutes. So, yeah. Oops, getting that trapped on me. I'm going to do a little bit of admin work very, very quickly. And then I sadly got to call it because it's 10 o'clock here. I've got to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I've got to cycle into work, which is a trek and a half. It's 36 kilometers one way. So, yeah, I enjoy it. And I couldn't do it the other day because it was 30 degrees. It was actually 27 degrees Celsius in the morning. And for those wondering what that is, That is 80 Fahrenheit in the morning, and that was 6 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like, it's going to get worse so much quickly. I'm going to be at work and it's going to be almost 35. So I was like, nope. That, and also I didn't sleep very well. So yeah, which reminds me, what is the weather going to be like tomorrow? It's going to be 32, but at least it'll be 17 in the morning, and then it'll slowly go up, and then I'll be riding in 33. Which, alright, coming home, that would be fine. So, yeah. Anyway, that should be it. We've just done that. We've just done the versions. I'm just going to jump onto the issues. We're going to line up a couple of issues first. We want to put these back onto 61. And yeah. Did you say 6 or 36? 36 kilometers. So all up, I do 72 kilometers a day when I cycle into work. So I do that once or twice a week. So yeah, I enjoy riding my bike. All right, for me it's fun. Except for the fact that I've been getting headwinds for a long time, that I've pretty much forgotten what a tailwind feels like. So yeah. All right, let's find someone to raid. That's all. Yep. At first, I did it as a joke, being like, ha ha ha, I just rode so much in. And I was like, you know what? I actually don't mind this. I really do like riding in. So yeah, I kept doing it. I've been doing it for almost 2 years. So yeah. Oh. All right, let's go raid Coding Butter. All right, we've got some ads. I'm just going to do that. That's the curse of biking, though. It's always headwind. Crazy how that works. Yeah, it's annoying. I get headwinds going into work, get headwinds coming back home, and I look at the wind, because we recorded it and stuff like that. I look at where the wind's going, and it clearly flips around midday. I'm like, that must be a bad information. So yeah. Anyway, let's raid Coding Butter and see what they're up to. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming tonight. It has been wonderful. We got a lot done. We did a release tonight, which was awesome, and we fixed that bug which had been around for 9 months. It wasn't a big bug. It was just me being like, I don't know how to solve this or tackle it, and I figured it out. So yeah. For those wondering, when I stream, now this is Australian Eastern Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 6 p.m. and 10 o'clock, which is right now. So yeah, if you want to come along, do follow, and yeah, thank you very much, and enjoy Coding Butter. And thank you very much those who are on YouTube. I shall see you guys next time.